how do you move on from him? How do you move on from your ex? How do you move on from the man you had kids with? How do you move on from the situationship? How do you actually move on with your life after any man has hurt you, played with you, or left you in some type of capacity? Let's get into it. So something I learned on my healing journey, and this literally took time because I did the whole, I'm going to go on a date with somebody else. I'm going to talk to somebody else. I'm going to be with another man. And I came to the conclusion that no matter how many dates I went on, and no matter how many guys I was talking to, I still had felt empty. And that is literally what happens every time another man hurts you and you decide you're going to go fix the pain with another man. Because get this, another man actually literally never fixes the pain. It don't matter how good the next man is, if you actually don't take the time to heal and you don't fix you and get yourself together and give yourself to God, things are going to be a lot harder for you even in a good relationship, because you're going to end up pushing him away or draining him because you're going to expect him to literally be every single thing to you. I do believe the right man exists. I believe that a good man exists, but I also believe that it is more important that we focus on us becoming the better version of ourselves than focusing on getting that new man immediately after the last man hurt us. Is it 100% possible? Yes, but it is also very important that you heal. So how do you actually do this? One, you have to learn that it's a purpose for your life. And honestly, when I gave my life to God, when I gave my life to Jesus for real, that is when my healing journey started to change, because for a really long time, I felt purposeless. Like when I tell y'all I was really lost in a man, I was really lost in a man, y'all. Like I'll be saying that just so y'all can click it and like it. I literally am telling y'all that because I once had goals and dreams, and I don't think it matters what age you are. I had things that I thought I wanted to do for myself, and this man came right at the brink when I was about ready to start doing stuff, and I completely dropped everything for him. After I had dropped everything for him, literally, I tell you, I was just having sex with him, and I was just always consistently just being around him. You know what I'm saying? And we were always tearing each other down. It was a very toxic situation, but I felt like I could not leave. That was going on for my life for years. I struggled doing anything for business. This man did not believe in me. So I would have ideas for stuff, but never work on them. And I didn't feel worthy of anything unless he was co-signing it. But when I gave my life to God and actually learned that it was a purpose for my life, that started to change everything. And then I told y'all in another video, I had joined a coaching program for 8 months. But like when I tell y'all that I learned that I had a purpose and it was actually something for me to do, like I'm actually somebody. Like when you actually know that you're somebody and you're not just a girl that somebody's supposed to have sex with, and you not just, you know what I'm saying, a mother, a baby mother, or any of that. When you finally get to that place where you like, oh man, my life is important, and God actually created me for something, and I'm literally a blessing to other people's life, that is when you start getting your confidence and stuff back. That's when you start wanting to live again, because it's like that actually gives you a confidence boost. And then, girl, even as you start like getting into your new career and developing skills, you're going to feel so good about yourself. Because I will never forget when I started web designing, and I did not always know how to web design, but I started web designing because I wanted to start a business, and I wasn't paying nobody to do my websites. And I don't even think at that time I really knew it was people who was doing the websites, but I just was doing and trying everything. And like, as I literally started my lash business, as I had started web design, like I started to feel so good about myself because it was things I started to do. And over time, like the skills that I have in myself have invested a whole entire lot. And I feel so good about myself because, you know, that's something that nobody can take from you. The key to moving on is really building a life that you like for yourself and rebuilding yourself up. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, sis. You're going to have to deal with the trauma that's in you. You're going to have to deal with everything that you've been through in your childhood. I'm telling you, I was raped, okay? When I was like a teenager, I was also the M word. I want TikTok to, flag my video, but I had things done to me, and it was also making me a very certain type of way when it came down to men. That's all I'm gonna say about that. And so I feel like I grew up too fast. I feel like all of these things, but you have to deal with those things. And I really feel like heartbreak and all of those things, it give you the opportunity to like really deal with yourself. I used to be very toxic, y'all. I used to be very crazy. I used to be very emotionally unstable. I used to be crying. I went through depression. I went through sadness. I used to have this feeling of sadness. Thank God that Jesus took it from me. But it's like, I know what all of that stuff feels like. And I know what it feels like to not deal with yourself and continue like living in this delusion where, everybody's wrong except you, and that all these things are happening to you. But when you deal with yourself and you face yourself and you say, hey, I don't like how I did this, or this wasn't right that I've been doing and I want to move differently, that's when you actually start to see that change and become somebody completely different. Like, when I tell you that healing is so real and it is so possible, it is very real and it's very possible. I'm not saying that you're going to be perfect, but what I am saying is you can look up this month and literally in 3 to 4 months be a completely different person. You got to stop thinking about what he did so much. And listen, I know. I already know what it's like, especially if you have kids with somebody and they move in a certain type of way. Like, I get it. You don't want the kids to go with him and his new girl. You don't, or your ex got a new girlfriend and you want to know what she got going on and what they got going on and what he doing with her and why he doing this with her and why he ain't do this with you. And it's like, those things are going to rob you of focusing on yourself and becoming a better woman. Because let me tell you something, the new woman you become, the way you're going to look, the way you're going to talk, the things you're going to act, like everything about you is going to become so different that you probably won't even be attracted to that man no more, girl. I'm trying to tell you, because as you heal, your whole type going to change. Everything you thought you wanted out of life will change. And a lot of times we were settling in these relationships because of things we were going through in our life. So when you no longer going through those situations and like you literally got the pain off of you and you can literally see you for who God made you to be and learn to love yourself, you're not going to want the same things in your life anymore. So how do you actually heal? Girl, you literally focus on you. Journal. Pray. Go to therapy. Get back in church. I know what it's like to walk away from God because of a man. Get you some new friends, because some of y'all have terrible friends who are leading you down these paths that, girl, go freak him and go do this and go do that. Those are not your real friends. You need new friends. Some of y'all need new jobs because you're doing things that you hate, but you actually love baking, or you like actually love doing something. Tap into that stuff you actually love. Take care of yourself. Do your hair, do your nails, get you the new wig. Buy you some press-ons. Turn on good videos, music, things that will inspire you. Listen, let me plug y'all to 2 people right now. Tony Gaskins. Y'all have heard me mention Tony Gaskins in my videos before. Turn on Tony Gaskins. There's also Vanessa Elaine. And then there's also this girl, her name is All Alexis. Now, I just recently started listening to All Alexis, but if y'all literally like put this new information in y'all brain and listen to people pour your worth back into you, you're going to be a completely different woman. Healing doesn't have to be super hard, y'all. We just got to cooperate with God. I'm telling you. I'm not telling you you're going to be this perfect person and you're never going to do anything wrong or you're never going to feel sad. But what I am telling you, that man and that situation doesn't have to keep having control over your mind and over your life. And you don't have to keep feeling worthless. Once again, my name is Starla Shay and I'm the CEO of Girl Start Over. Girl, if you found this video interesting, you can go to girl.startover.com for any healing tools and resources on my website. I also have a Heal Girl Winter program for 3 weeks going on too. So I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.